That Don't Sound Right is a podcast about talking the way we did before the internet, when you could not prove anyone right or wrong.
All the expertise was contained in the people involved with the conversation. I'm Peter.
I'm Cecil, and I hope you enjoy our conversations. And as you listen, if you find yourself silently saying, that don't sound right, send us a comment. You're one of us.
You've been farming since.
I have been farming on HayDay off and on. It hasn't been like continuous. I've had phases, but since 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Welcome back to another episode of That Don't Sound Right, a podcast about talking. We're your co-hosts. I'm Peter Billman.
I'm Cecil Davis.
And we're just trying to have a conversation without Googling or fact-checking online. Those things can easily kill the conversation. And I'll tell you what, here's something else that will not kill the conversation is our special guests, Emily Billman, Ella Davis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
I feel like we're getting ready to pull a cork out of a bottle.
I'm very passionate about this
Not just
topic.
a bottle, a carbonated bottle.
Yes,
That's been
shaken rigorously.
I'm like waiting for you guys to get this topic over with.
All right, we'll get out of the way. What?
So, I mean, I guess we started talking about this because during our last week when we were recording, Ella was distracted by something, and
in our intermission, I had
couldn't
some
tell. I couldn't tell
duties to tend to.
But it was a very familiar look because it had the same beautiful graphics, a three-dimensional isometric view of a farm, and I remember seeing that ad nauseum on the devices of my daughters, Emily and Charlotte, and we just started talking about this, and all of a sudden, boom, there's this whole HayDay subculture that I am completely unawares. And to be quite frank, to hear how much time I spent on this, I can only say one thing, and that is, that don't sound right.
I didn't even know the name of it.
Well, my dad knows about it because we were on a family trip, and I was like, I just need to go play my farm for a little. I need to gain some control of my life. Like, it makes you just have a little piece of control.
Why don't you explain what we're talking about?
Tell this game.
So it's called HayDay, and it's a game. It's a mobile game.
It's a virtual farm.
So you have chickens, cows, pigs, sheep, goats. And so it's like you unlock things when you level up, and you harvest crops. You can make like products,
And then you use all your products, and you can sell them to customers that walk up. You can sell them in your truck orders, and then every 4 hours or something, a boat will come, and you can sell all your goods on there. So there's a lot of layers.
So this sounds like the peaceful version of Age of Empires. Instead of trying to conquer another group of people as in real time, you're doing moves, you're setting strategies. You're doing this on a farm.
Yeah, and you're also there's no competition. It's like if Emily needs something, I would sell it to her because I'm trying to help my neighbors.
in the roadside shop.
And yes, in your roadside shop is where you sell.
Cooperative.
It is. So, and then there's also neighborhoods. So that's like a group of farmers.
HayDayers.
So
Whoa. Are y'all HayDayers? Is that what I mean?
I don't know if that's actually
that's a term.
something.
But if it is, we probably are.
I am. I am. It takes up an abnormal amount of time.
Yeah.
So when did your farm start?
So I had...
You've been farming since.
I have been farming on HayDay off and on. It hasn't been continuous. I've had phases. But since 4th grade.
Wow.
So that's 2014, 2015.
Personally,
So almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah, personally, I was more of a recent. We played a little bit at the beginning of high school, and then I didn't play at all. But my recent big purchase was an iPad, and I came to my own with my HayDay, and I have been a little consumed with my HayDay.
HayDay on the tablet has really changed for you, didn't it? Also.
Yeah, like
You can
it's
see
so
it.
much different than on the phone because it's just so much bigger, and there's there's so much on your farm.
Yeah.
Because there's
You just
all
want to be able to see the whole farm,
Yeah.
all your acreage.
And it's too hard to just, like scroll.
That's the
There's that is a beautiful
that's the
noise.
intro.
That was so beautiful to hear.
So how long you been farming?
Consistently, I've been really consistent this summer, but I've been on HayDay since my freshman year of high school. But I haven't really played that much. I can't really.
So when you were, I know you were in New York.
Oh yeah, but so I had a lot of boat orders I needed to get in order to get a certain goal to level up in my house. Emily would know what I'm referring to. And so I wanted to get 12 boat orders in a row, but I just so happened to be on this New York trip on the side, HayDay was the first priority, and my mom was in the bathroom in Central Park, and I was sitting on the little sidewalk instead of looking around. I had to get my boat order in really quick.
So this is your senior trip.
Yeah.
To go explore.
May I interject something as I'm over here on the computer?
Hey, welcome to the show. It's
Hello.
Christy. Hey.
Actually researching another New York trip, by the way. Did you say that your HayDay was the priority?
Well, that was a little joke.
Okay, I'm just
That was a little
curious about
jokey. But yeah, no, I had a lot of boat orders to get in, so I did that.
What kind of order?
Boat. So my boat came in, and I was trying to get 12 boat orders in a row in order
You
to
have
get.
you have to fill a certain amount of stuff.
Yeah,
to-
so it's like you have all these boxes.
Yeah, so the boat comes and it has crates. And it asks you for 3 different types of products or crops or whatever. And there's a certain number amount, and it gives you, the coins and the XP.
And it can be hard too because it's
Yeah.
a really rare item that's hard to come by or it takes a long time to make.
Yeah. So, and if you're making products, everything takes a certain amount of time. Some things can take
5 minutes to days.
Yeah.
So that brings to a question. Is this a real time? I mean, if a
Yes.
Okay, so this is.
So
Yeah.
if
But
I
a piece of a stalk of corn there doesn't take
no
6 months to grow. It might take
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
corn's 5 minutes. But
Oh, so there.
Yeah.
Y'all
corn is 5 minutes.
y'all memorize these times.
oh, I know the times. Don't worry.
Tomatoes.
Oh, I haven't unlocked my
that's-
tomatoes
Come
yet.
on now.
I haven't
I
unlocked
think
my
that's
tomatoes yet.
4 hours.
Emily, I forgot what I was gonna say to you. Oh, how do you feel about the update?
Oh,
Where you can cut so a new update came out, and now when you're making a product, you can watch an ad that'll cut your time in half.
what? Okay, wait.
Do you not have this ad?
So I haven't.
It's really great.
Ooh.
I'm a fan.
Uh-oh,
Because
I
with
might be
these
getting
boat
back
orders,
into
I've been
it.
watching these ads and getting my stuff done in half the
Well,
time.
because there used to just be, there was a little movie ticket by
Yes.
the mailbox.
Oh, I love that.
And you would watch an ad and it would give you a free item.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it'd only be you could only watch 2 in a row. But I didn't know about that because I had a phase, I played it last summer because my friend got me back into it. And then again, and then I once.
It's not hard to get people back into it.
No, literally, all someone has to say is, "Are you on HayDay?" I'm like, "Okay, I'm back in."
No, yeah. I was
And-
leaving a concert and I was playing it and someone was like, I had to give that up for grad school. And I was like, hope I never go to grad school because I'm not giving it up.
Is this game free?
Yes,
Very much so.
Does it have-
Can you pay?
Yeah.
you can
Ah.
purchase coins,
Diamonds.
diamonds.
Rare
buy-
items.
Can you buy gold?
I don't think they're
Well, you can
like
buy gold,
coins.
but it's not like that.
Have
Okay.
you ever purchased anything in this game?
I've never
No.
put my card in
Never.
because that is cheating.
That is cheating.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa! Why is that?
If I
You
was
gotta work.
if
for
I
it.
was gonna purchase 100 diamonds versus work for these diamonds, it's not the same.
It's also a different level of rewarding for yourself to know that you've done all this
Yeah.
All this work.
without
I'm sure I'm making my family proud by talking about my virtual farm I tend to.
Listen,
Not you, like my
Peter
farming family.
missed an entire date because you were playing a video game.
Yeah, it's called Descent.
Right.
It's surprised that you were even born.
Yeah.
Because
What?
I might not have even been engaged to Bunny because I I played this video game for hours with.
Emily, this is gonna happen to us.
Oh, yeah.
Our heyday is gonna take over.
So Peter missed at least one date because of descent. I played driver one night for 8 hours I started
Driver, that's right.
until my hands cramped around the controller. So I mean, it's not like we are sinless when it comes to video.
Oh yeah, we are throwing.
But the good thing is though, is
throwing no stones over here.
I've never consistently played HayDay for 8 hours straight.
Well, I know.
HayDay you pick up
You
and
get
put
off
down.
and on
Yeah.
throughout the day.
Yeah.
Because
You might have to check up on
it
something during the
takes-
day.
Yeah, it takes like real time.
Have you ever gotten up in the middle of the night to check on your heyday?
Yes.
I was gonna say I have thought about it, but I have not because I am a hard sleeper and I knew I wouldn't wake up.
I set an alarm. I think it was for my boat order.
Yeah, it's those
Because-
boat orders.
Like,
What
Once you-
time? I'm just.
multiple times.
Like
there's-
3 in the morning.
Yeah, 4 in the morning.
And you just wake up long enough to do the order.
Yep, you just wake up, groggy, pull it up, do a couple things, then just go back to sleep.
So are the boats there just for a limited time?
Yes, yeah. You have like
you have like 16 hours.
Yeah, 16 hours with them.
But
Wait, I'm just saying, can a boat like come to the shore and if you don't do anything, it goes away?
Yeah.
yes.
So like you have 16 hours to fulfill this order, and if you don't, it's just gonna leave.
Oh,
Well, at
Pressure's
the end
on.
of 16 hours, it'll leave.
right.
But you can also send it away like
Earlier.
if you haven't loaded anything on it. So like I'll do this if all of it is stuff that takes a long time. They're asking a lot. I'll just go.
They're
and-
asking
and
too
then
much
it'll-
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it'll just bring the next one. And so you have 16 hours to complete the boat order, and if you finish it before the 16 hours, then
You get
Go.
bonus
Yeah.
stuff.
you get
So-
bonus.
You get incentives.
What are you trying to do? What's like the goal of this game?
Here's the good part of it is there's no goal. You just can work forever.
Does your farm get bigger?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
so you-
expanding your farm,
and
you're
you-
getting new farm equipment,
you
you're getting more
unlock different
animals.
things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to unlock, and they come out with updates of new things to unlock all
Yeah.
the
Like
time.
I just like you get a juicer. Like you have a juicer on your farm. You
I
have a
have-
sewing machine.
I
on
have
your
a
sell-
candle maker.
Yeah.
Do you
like
make candles?
Yeah.
You sell them
Yeah,
in the orders, like a boat order.
yeah, or I'll sell them in the roadside shop.
because like the more levels it takes to unlock something, like if you like have a candle, it's gonna sell for more than like a piece of bread. And it's all about strategy and how you're making your money.
And there's no competition. Except for yourself.
not in the not in your farm, but there's also with the neighborhoods. There's also the derby, so that is where you're completing tasks. So like harvest however many crops, complete however many boats, and you get points, and that. So you're working like with people in your neighborhood against other neighborhoods. You like get horseshoes and you can get different prizes, and if you're in the top 3 you get more prizes. So that part is competitive,
Right.
but just like the
But
farm
not
by
to-
itself
But
is
not to destroy the other people.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Your farm
So you do the
your
derby.
farm is
You do
never
not
hard.
derby.
I haven't gotten into the derby yet. I haven't found enough time.
yeah.
But
The
also,
derby-
my roommate is a big haydayer as well.
Ah, okay, all right. So you were not doing this alone.
Yes, but I wasn't as big into it during the school year. But also, I have like other friends that are just very big into this. Like one time I was very desperate and I really needed something for my farm. And so, I texted, I said, hey, I really need this. And you know what? She sold it to me for only 1 coin. And that is what a true friend
that
is.
is a true friend right there.
Oh, so you can set the price.
Yeah, so like you can
So-
set it as high as it'll let you, or you can sell it
Do
for
you have a
nothing.
certain number of lives? Does it ever like lock you out of the game for
No.
a time period?
No, it's a very nice game.
Huh. It's a little different from the games you and I had grew up playing.
Yeah, like you don't have any plagues that wipe out crops.
You can never kill your animals.
Viruses don't kill
Yeah.
your animals.
You can never kill your animals. You can never kill your crops.
There's
You
no
can't kill them.
No.
Oh, okay.
So how the
can't.
animals work is you have to make feed for them, and then you feed them, and then it takes a certain amount of time for
For them to
to
produce their product.
Yeah.
But if you don't feed them, they don't die.
No.
No, they'll just lay there really sad.
They just
so then
look-
you feel like you should.
They
feed them.
they look kind of miserable. So
Right. So you feed them.
So cruel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
So then you feed them.
I don't.
I mass produce my feed
No,
so I
me
can
too.
feed them.
All right. That's fine.
I don't like collect the stuff
Unless
unless
you
I
need
have
it.
the feed.
Oh, you understand.
Yes.
She understands it.
So, like the game I played, me and Uncle Brian played the most was Civilization, and that's where you would. It was a similar thing. You were building the whole time, so you're building cities, but you were building cities to destroy the other. destroy
Yeah,
the
no,
other
games
cities.
have gotten nicer to
And
where
so,
we're more.
Yeah, so you would like have fields that were feeding certain cities, and you would have like cities that were mining cities that were like mining iron, so you could build weapons and things like that. So you, we were doing the same thing, like the farming, but we were doing it to destroy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take over the world.
I played Civilization once.
I love Civ.
And my experience was, I was, building up art and industry and military, and I thought I was doing really good. I had sail power. I thought I was doing great.
Yeah.
I had sail power.
Yeah.
So I had sailing ships.
Yeah.
Until a full metal battleship from another country shows up
Yeah.
and wipes me out.
Yeah.
Well, so is this game, are you sitting down and playing this game for like an hour? Or is it like you build it over days?
Oh, we would.
Like, can you pause it and come
We
back?
would pause it and come back to it playing online. But yeah, we would play 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're taking turns.
Yeah, going back and forth.
Making your move. And you can
Yeah.
play by yourself
Yeah.
on the tablet just like you're playing HayDay. And
Yeah. Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you guys downloading HayDay after this?
No.
clearly I have it on here.
Do you play?
No, I
That's
don't.
because-
That's my other daughter. She wanted to have the tablet experience.
Yeah. You
I said,
can't
put it
play.
on here. Put it on here. That's
So, just in full transparency, I play Home Escapes,
Yeah,
which is similar.
Wait, what do you play?
Home Escapes.
I thought it was just
Homescapes?
Homescapes.
It's called Homescapes, but it's actually Home
Is
Escape.
that the one where it's like Candy Crush?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's match 3 thing.
I see so many ads for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I
It's
played that.
one that's heavily.
Well, it's the weird thing is the ads are not like the gameplay.
See,
Yeah.
okay,
I
there's
have seen
actually.
some bizarre ads
Yes,
for it, and that
it's so like
I like
no.
some like.
And
really
now I've
bizarre.
seen a new ad, and they advertise their game as being exactly how the ad looks.
Well, the ads for it are bizarre, but the gameplay is nothing like that. Like the situations they put in the ads do not happen in the game.
That's what I figured because I was like, there's no way
yeah,
that.
no.
Yeah.
And so like the ads are like not PG, and then the game is G-rated.
So Emily, I mean, my potential obsession with video games because I get it from my dad.
Oh yeah,
Your dad played video games.
Oh yeah, yeah.
big time.
He must have had amassed a library of 100 video games on his PC.
Oh, he played the PC.
He played PC games. Oh, yeah.
What was his go-to game?
I think it was called Scabbard and Blade.
Yeah.
You heard of that one?
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, he played that. He played that one a lot. It was a lot of military strategy games, but he would play these games. I remember we would go visit with them over Christmas, and I'd get out of bed, to use the bathroom or check on the kids because they were little. And sure enough, my dad was still awake at 3 a.m. playing this one
What?
level. Oh yeah,
I didn't
Grandpa
know
would
that.
play games late. And so I have that propensity also. Obviously, I missed a date with my
No,
my
almost.
girlfriend. I mean, yeah, I'd missed a date, and I got a new game for Christmas. It was a flight simulator for flying a fighter jet, and I probably stayed up till 1, 2 a.m. playing that many nights. I've solved the game. The game is done. I've done all that you can do on this game.
Well, that's what I did
So-
with Half-Life.
But, oh yeah, Half-Life. That's the big puzzle to solve.
Right. Yeah. So Half-Life is a video game. It's made. Oh, who was it made by? It was made by. It'll come to me in a minute. But so the whole thing is you're trying to get from. This war occurs, and so you're like the only survivor of the lab that you're in, and so you have to get out of the lab. But this is a game it's a storyboard game. Isn't that what they call them, Peter? Storyboard games?
It's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, first-person shooter, storyboard game. And so there was this story that's going along, and you're trying to you have to solve the different pieces of the puzzle to get out. And then there's all these cheat codes you could get, if you wanted to, you could go online and people would show you how to get
Ninja
through those. Yeah. You aren't playing very happy games.
Yeah,
I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that. I'd be stressed out.
yeah, my friends are like really into video games and and my sister Fortnite.
Yeah.
She's into
I played
that.
Fortnite once.
I just can't get into the like video games.
I don't like the
I don't know.
remotes.
Yeah.
I don't like none of that. I can play the Fire Boy and Lava Girl or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Water Boy, Fire.
No, Fireboy.
Yeah,
Lava
on
Girl. Wait,
math
Water
games.
Girl.
Yeah. Math
Roblox.
games. No, she's the Fire Girl because she's the little red ponytail, right?
No, it's blue. Fire's the.
Oh,
the
you're
boy.
right. You're right. I can play that. That's the only video game I
That
play.
is a public school staple.
Yes, it is.
Fireboy and
Water Girl.
Water Girl. It's on Cool Math Games, and that's the only time I'll play something that has you have to use the keys. So that's what I equate to a remote. I
you
don't
all
like
used to play the
remotes.
Wii though.
No, I was never really into that.
Just
But you
Mario
played.
Kart.
Yeah, just Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I don't like the
controller?
Yeah, I don't like the controller.
Yeah. I like PC games. I grew up playing like Atari, but I like PC games, like the puzzle games now. So Half-Life was I enjoyed that game.
Doom. Do you remember Doom?
I do remember Doom.
That's what got my dad into video games. We gave him Doom,
Really?
and it changed everything.
But I hadn't played a PC game in a long time. I do play Home Escapes, and so I've built 2 houses in Home
Look how
Escapes.
proud he looks.
Yeah, and so have the 2 estates going. So
You should see my farm.
I know. Now I'm curious to see it.
You've seen it.
Was it a little bit like Tiny Zoo? Didn't you have Tiny Zoo? At
Yeah,
some point?
Tiny Zoo had a lot less. It was a lot more pointless. Like Tiny Zoo had no purpose.
Did you play Tiny Zoo?
No.
I used to play Tiny Zoo. I had a really big Tiny Zoo phase sophomore year of high school, in between my HayDay phases. But like Tiny Zoo, there's like no. Well, your animals can get sick on Tiny Zoo if you leave them somewhere too long.
But they can also die in Tiny Zoo, right?
No, they only get sick,
They only get sick. Okay.
and you have to send them away. But Tiny Zoo had no goal, no purpose. You just maintained a huge zoo essentially.
Isn't that the same thing you're doing in HayDay?
No, there's so much
Like in Tiny Zoo, I'm only really just like feeding them, and you don't even have to make their food.
What?
Yeah, so you don't put any work into this. But like HayDay, you feel rewarded because you work.
Yeah. And then it's so fun when you unlock stuff.
And like the little threshold points you have, and you like
Yes.
every time you reach a certain point of level, you get a little prize.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rewarding.
I feel like I know a lot about HayDay after all this.
You might find yourself playing it.
I might.
We could start a that don't sound right
Neighborhood. Oh my
on
goodness,
HayDay.
yes.
Can you team up?
Well, that's a neighborhood.
That's a neighborhood.
But like
you can
I
share
could
resources.
Well, I could have you as my friend,
Uh-huh.
and you could sell something to me.
But all
in the
I've got's my
roadside
phone.
shop.
I don't have a nice iPad like
Well, you don't have to. You can
You
play on
can
your
do it
phone.
on the phone.
It's just not ideal.
It's yeah. You can do it. It's like
He's got a pretty big phone there. That's a
Yeah.
pretty big phone.
What if it cut into my podcasting time? That would not be good.
it very
It-
well
it
might.
could.
I'm gonna be
It'll
honest.
cut.
Well, no.
Like I feel like I should be checking my
I
phone.
had-
So yeah, if you're
Stop.
the listeners, if you start seeing a lot of repeat episodes, it means one of us is HayDaying too much.
Addicted to HayDay.
If anyone from the podcast gets HayDay, add me as your friend.
We'll put our
Little farm
tags
tags.
on the website.
Let me know.
Do you have tags for your community?
Yeah, no, for
Yeah.
your farm. Your own farm has a tag so people can add to your farm.
But it's just like random letters and numbers.
Right.
So if listener, if you are playing HayDay and you'd like to share your farm tag with us, send it to us. I'll put it on the website. Maybe we could start a neighborhood of just the TDSR listeners.
TDSR.
That'd be a great.
It's gonna start another
Plug.
phase for me.
No.
It's okay. I'm deep into mine right now.
What's your farm name?
I think it got changed. I think it is Ella is Perfect. But then, so my iCloud stuff like updated, and I got assigned. What's the game?
You got assigned a name.
Like I got assigned a name.
I got assigned a
and
name.
it's called Honest Whiz now. I think. And I haven't changed it because I kind of like it.
That's kind of cool. Honestly.
So Honest Whiz is where I'm at.
If you have a problem with gaming, remember you can call 1-800-7
gaming hotline.
gaming hotline. Yeah, so I think the words of wisdom tonight would be everything in moderation.
Unless it's HayDay.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up. But before that, we've got our advertiser, Wonderfully Made Designs, a small business specializing in custom-made T-shirts and decals as Ella goes over and checks her HayDay farm. You wish you had your farm with you now, don't you?
I mean, I could pull it out.
Well, I know you can have it on.
If you want a Wonderfully Made Design, contact Casey on Facebook at Wonderfully Made Designs 139.14.
The numbers matter.
The numbers matter. Again, that's Wonderfully Made Designs 139.14. Use code TDSR10 for 10% off your first order for all TDSR listeners. You can put some of your designs up on her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a HayDay shirt.
Well, that don't that don't sound right. We have come to this end of this podcast on HayDay.
Hey, but before we close, we want to thank everyone for listening. If this is your first time and enjoyed the conversation, would you consider hitting the subscribe button? It's the little check marks on Apple Podcasts or any of the subscribe buttons on your platform. Also, consider giving us a rating and leaving us a review.
Also, remember that we are a sponsor this year for the Ardmore Raw, which is occurring October 21st. That's right, October 21st. So come and see us at the Ardmore Raw.
And run.
Yeah, run, donate, and come see us at the Raw. So That Don't Sound Right is a production of TDSR Podcast in conjunction with Camel City Studios. I am your co-host and sound engineer, Cecil. Peter is your other host and web designer. Our barista is Camille. Emily is our graphic designer. Ella is in charge of our Instagram
And newly recognized.
curation. We apologize for all the times we've left you out. Giorgio tests our merchandise. Brent is our brand ambassador, and as always, listener number one is Scott.
I missed it again.
So until next week, keep talking.
And stay curious.